Hello again. I'm out in the lovely park just outside my house, and I feel very connected today. Do you reckon it's the sun? Maybe. I remember my mother when she used to scold us when we were children. She used to quite like to say, "You think the whole world surrounds you." Well, I hate to say it, Mother, but it does, as it does everybody else. So we are the centre of the world. And I'm learning more and more each day that the world can give us everything we need. You just have to be in the right place to ask for it. So all I'll say is, watch your space. Yeah, that'll be proof in itself. Watch this space. So I hope you feel as good as I do today. Oh, by the way, before I go, I'm supposed to be in Norway today. Just goes to show you never really know what's going to happen in life. The flights were booked, everything to go to Norway, and then things happen to change it, and just don't fight it. That's the way it is. It's just meant to be that way. So don't fight it, because while I could be disappointed and complaining about not getting to do what I was supposed to be doing. I got a lovely revelation which helped me in my life. So everything happens for a reason, and you moved around a little bit like an angel if you wish. In fact, in my book I remember writing about being an angel and going with the flow. I used to sing at old people's homes, and all my life I've been using my energy, opening and closing it, and to try different things, just to try things out. And I remember it was one Christmas and I was singing at an old people's home. Now my journey would contained a bus ride, then a train ride, and then a 2-mile walk, which I quite liked. So I decided to do it open, wide open, and by that I mean all my glands are open, so I'm feeling everything, but nothing builds up to frustrate you. So I went to the bus stop, and the bus was late, and I thought to myself, oh, what a shame, I'll probably miss the train at this rate. And I went, well, if I miss the train, I meant to miss the train. So I got to the train station, and indeed I'd missed the train. So I thought, okay, so I rang the old people's home and I told them that I was going to be late, and they says to me, well, that's fine, you can sing after dinner rather than before dinner. I went, okay, that's fine. So I've got an hour now spare. So I went to a local club just outside the train station, and in there was about 10 old men having a drink, and I walk in with 2 guitars in my hand. And I said, are you going to give us a song, lad? I said, do you know something? I will do, if you get me a drink. I'm just going to nip to the toilet. So I went to the toilet, sang a few songs, got on really well with the old guys, and they said, are you a Leeds fan? I said, I am, yeah. He said, we've got the game on tonight, we're going to have a little buffet as well. Why don't you come back later? I said, do you know something? I will do. So I went off, did my gig at the old people's home, and when I'd finished, a lady came up to me and says, I really enjoyed that today. I said, oh, I'm glad. She goes, but I've been listening to the manager. She says you walked to the train station. I went, yeah, that's right. She goes, well, it's really bad weather outside. The rain's bouncing down. I went, okay. She goes, but if you wait just 5 minutes, my husband he'll come from upstairs, and we'll give you a lift to this train station. Well, that's very nice of you. She goes, I will warn you, my husband's a little bit shy. I went, okay. And indeed he was. So we had a little talk in the car. And how weird, they took me to the wrong train station. They took me to Doncaster rather than Ardwick, the last street. So, give me time to talk to the man, and we got on really well. And because I was open, he felt relaxed with me. And when I'm getting out of the car to get on the train, the train was there, by the way. I didn't have to wait for it. We had a hug, and I says, I know you don't trust people very much. I says, but give people a chance. He says, I will do in future. I says, thank you for that. So I got on the train, sat down in a cabin across from a teenage boy, and he says to me, hiya, and we're talking away about different things, and he says, do you play the guitar? And I went, oh, there's a good clue, I've got 2 guitars in my hand. Yes, yeah, I do. What else do you do? And I said, well, what makes you think I do something else? He says, I don't know. And I explained that I'm a spiritual psychologist, and eventually started to tell me about a few of his problems, and he took a business card and he booked a session. Now he got off where I would have got on the train. So we got there, and I went back and enjoyed an evening with the old boys in the pub. So that was one excursion. I went on virtually an identical excursion a few weeks later, and I decided to try to do it closed, like many people are. Closed down, by that I mean their glands are closed and everything builds up inside. And we set off, same journey, bus was late, and again I'm trying to go, oh well, never mind, but it started to irritate me already. I was starting to get a little bit agitated, and I got on the bus and we set off, and no, every time someone pressed the bell to stop the bus, I'm going, oh, I could have walked that distance. Everything was bothering me. I had to open back up. I thought, I can't cope with this. Some people live their whole life like that. So are you the kind of person who's open and goes with the flow, moved into wherever you need to be so you can learn what you need to learn and help people learn what they need to learn? Or are you the person who's totally closed down, agitated, complaining about the bus service, complaining about the trains, and complaining that you're walking back to the train station in the pouring down rain because no one offers you a lift because you're a nightmare, because you're always moaning, and you don't go back to the pub with the old boys because you never got invited back? So which one are you, and which one would you like to be? Let me know. See you later.